Mm. All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, broadcasting to you live from Ravenscar. And we got some weird weather going on. It's kind of hazy, cloudy. It looks cold, but it feels okay. But the sky, when we see skies like this back in Minnesota, it usually meant some sort of bad snow front was moving in. I don't think we have to worry about that here in Houston, though. But the rest of the week is predicting rain, so maybe that's what's going on. Hey, good morning, Sherry. How are you today? Bright, sunny emoji going on. I need coffee. Hey, Jennifer. Ding, ding. The door over the donut, or the bell over the donut shop dings. Yeah, I'll admit I'm a little tired today. I did an excellent podcast interview for Epic Gardening yesterday. It should be available February. We did 7 short podcasts. So for a whole week, February 1st through the 7th, I'll be appearing on the Epic Gardening podcast. If you don't know Epic Gardening, check it out. He is Kevin Esperatu, something like that. He has a small suburban house out in California, and he grows tremendous amounts of food in it. So awesome gardening tips. Hey, Charles, good morning. Hey, Kimberlyn. Oh, you're getting rain? Cool. Midland usually needs rain. Hey, Donna, good morning. But yeah, so I did that. And then, of course, tonight is the Herb Society of America South Texas unit presentation, again, on easy to grow medicinal plants. So, if you're looking to take charge of your health, you got to check it out. There's links over on the Foraging Texas under the upcoming classes thing. It is free, but it is first come, first serve. And the link brings you, it's not a registration. It gives you the Zoom code you need to log in at 7 p.m. tonight. Hey, Doug, good morning. Oh, Wolf, morning. It's 4 degrees up there in Maine. Kind of missing Texas right now, Wolf? I would be. Hey, good morning, Roxana. Good morning, coffee. Oh, of course, big day today. The blood pressure pill is now available, so you can order it via Amazon. I know I hate Amazon, but we need to suck up to Amazon for the company to survive. So yeah, if you're having right on that hairy edge of high blood pressure, you probably want to check it out. Good morning, Nicole. How are you doing today with your teeth or your tooth? Hey, good morning, Evie. Good morning, Tammy. Hopefully, Nicole, you found something to give you some relief until you can get to the dentist on Friday. As I can imagine that's just got to have you in tears. Ugh. Well, a little bit, yeah, 4 degrees. Basically, once it gets below like 12 degrees Fahrenheit, it just sucks, in my opinion. It's just like, this is cold. It hurts to breathe. My skin hurts. I'm done. I'm moving to Texas. Oops. Nicole, still in a lot of pain. I wonder about like Benadryl or something just to kind of knock you out. But I guess if you have to work and stuff, yeah, you can't do that. It should be there. It should be the very top one. Let me see. Texas.com. Hold on. Let me look here. Upcoming classes. Yeah, right at the top. So right under the video of me going, there is a link to the January 20th, that's today, right? Yeah, January 20th Zoom presentation for Herb Society South Texas Unit. So yeah, you have to go to the upcoming classes link, our page on Foraging Texas. There's a little bar across the top there, and one of the choices is the upcoming classes. So I've updated that last weekend with a bunch of new classes. Hey, Mandy, good morning. Oh, Kimberlyn, ooh, I got news. I looked at Yopon Holly. Awesome. And guess what? I'm surrounded at work. It's part of the landscaping. 2 females and 3 males. They draw all the most unique birds. I just never knew that they were. Eyes open, universe bigger, caffeine available. Cool. Oh, Wolf. I'm sorry, man. He felt my toes in 18 hours. So try rubbing a little cayenne pepper on them. That causes the blood vessels to dilate, open up, so you get more blood flowing to your feet. And so with the blood comes the body warmth. Hey, Charles. Good morning. Hey, Doug. Lack of coffee. I understand the lack of coffee. Oop. What are you doing over there, Chirpy? Sitting on your noble branch. Chirpy is loud this morning. Sorry, I'm just amused at all of Chirpy's songs. I wonder if there's more than one Chirpy. Chirpy and the Chirpettes. Hey, Kiri. Good morning. Hey, I'm trying to do a show here, Chirpy. All right. Oh, maybe I could just turn the show over to him and I could get an extra 15 minutes of sleep. Man, yeah. Running ragged. Oh, yeah, so the blood pressure pill. Check it out. Chirpy says no to the pepper toes. Chirpy and the Pepper Toes. We got the name of our band, Chirpy. Chirpy and the Pepper Toes. But there you are. Man, you're just... I wonder if Chirpy got into the coffee this morning. Yeah, he's singing up a storm. I don't know if there's some, mockingbirdets around that he's kind of wooing or what, but at least he's happy. Yeah, I'm okay. If you guys want, I will just, like I said, sit down, take a 15-minute nap. Chirpy can, chirp at you. It could be good. Okay, it's funny. Yopon is an invasive species that farmers can get paid by the government to remove. One of our farmers started selling the leaves as tea, made significantly more money with tea than they would have made removing it. There's a shock. Yep. Yeah, the main issue, one of the main issues with the Yopon holly is the wood is loaded with oil that is very flammable. And so the Yopon holly, it's an understory plant, so it grows under bigger trees. And if there's a forest fire, it just, it's like, filling the forest with gasoline. And so it can really ignite bigger trees. I think Chirpy likes the name Chirpy and the Pepper Toes. Wolf, I think you started to hear something. Hey, good morning, Cynthia. Can you still hear Chirpy? It's loud. Maybe he wants something. It's been a while since he's had peanuts. Maybe he's really, really wanting peanuts. Maybe that's it. Well, hey, Dad's here. Good morning, tribe. 12 degrees. Yep, Dad. Love you, but that's why I'm down here. What are you having for breakfast? You're going to have hash browns. Today sounds like a good day for hash browns, Dad. You should have hash browns. And I can vicariously live hash brown breakfast that way. Man, I haven't had hash browns in a while. I only got hash browns on my mind. other little bit of news yesterday. Oops, I need a higher stand here. So yesterday was my 1 year anniversary with Medicine Man Plant Co. So, the company, like the two founders started it like December 28th, 2019. And then I signed the paperwork on January 19th last year. And so, yeah, 1 year. So my boss is taking me out to lunch today. Cool. And maybe I could find some place with hash browns. Yeah, boss, I want to go to like a place Waffle House. Yeah, Waffle House. That's where I want to go for my 1 year anniversary. I think he would fire me on the spot. Oh, here we go. Hey, Kiri. I like Chirpy better than the coyotes howling. I gotta say, I like coyotes and their howls and their yipping and their yapping and their general camaraderie. Even when I'm alone out in the woods and I hear them close by, I think, cool coyotes. Mockingbirds would love chili pequins, so it makes sense that Chirpy would love that name. Yeah, I haven't seen Chirpy this active in a long time. Well, I mean, he's been active, but man, or bird. Okay. Hey, Henry, good morning. Yeah, I made it 1 year. Ooh, oops. Heidi Barber is the other mentor farm in the Battleground program. She is helping with classes you and I are working on. Cool. So what Doug is talking about is Texas A&M has a program called Battleground to Breaking Ground, which is a program to work with veterans to help them set up and run farms as a living. And so, like I mentioned a few days ago, I'm working with them on how to identify and utilize the wild plants that are already on their property. Oh, Nicole, yeah. Hash browns sound so good with eggs over easy and 2 pieces of thick toast. I miss food. Soon, we're with you here, Nicole, but soon you will have food again. Your dental woes will be past. Ugh. Yeah. Ooh, tried guacamole on your hash browns. Trust me, that sounds good. I love guacamole. You make so you get a cheeseburger with a big onion ring, with an egg in the middle of the onion ring, and some guacamole on top of that. Guacamole, man. You know where it's at, Wolf. Thank you, people. Yep, 1 year anniversary, Medicine Man. Doing what I was meant to do. It's exciting. I feel good now. Tell you, it's been a battle. It has been, but it's been a battle for all of us. That's why we have the donut shop. So, yeah, pretty cool though. Yeah, Wolf, this just went full on food porn. But man, yeah. My younger daughter likes avocado. Actually, both daughters like avocados. Neither of them are big fans of guacamole, though. I'm the only real big guacamole fan, and I love guacamole. So, yeah, it's mainly just raw avocados that we have. Oh, okay. Just use some super glue to repair a mud boot. Think I got a tiny bit of glue on fingers while holding it closed. Dirt won't wash off. Bottle of polish remover, all empty. Will rubbing alcohol work? No. Nope. Rubbing alcohol will not do anything for the super glue stuck to your fingers. Frankly, the best thing to do is just either get some sand and kind of abrade it off, like sandpaper, or just wait. Basically, anything that's going to take the super glue off the skin, it's going to be really bad for your skin. So, ooh, Tammy, yeah, avocado and bacon sandwich. Thanks, Nick. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Keep fighting. That's what I'm trying. And I got a whole bunch. Like I said, we're accelerating the output. So we'll see what happens. But man, the silent partner, the guy that put up all the money for this, he has he's good at what he does. And he's really good at figuring out how to tap into a deeper message for people to help them understand the benefits of the products. But he's really challenged me to become as good as him at it, because he'd rather I did that and he can just kind of sit back. And so it's been an intense, especially these last few weeks, writing stuff, submitting it to him, getting shot down, writing stuff, submitting and getting, and all that. But each time I climb a little higher, so it's good. And eventually I'll be there. But, yeah, it's no one likes to be told over and over, not good enough, dude. So, but it's in the end, it'll make the thing better. Great question, April. So that's one of the questions that there's always a debate on this, and it depends on what you want with the land. So from a purely government standpoint of invasive versus non-invasive species, Yopon holly is not considered an invasive species that needs to be eradicated on site. However, a lot of landowners consider it to be invasive because it spreads so fast and so thickly and drives everything out. So to them, it works as if it were an invasive plant because it's invading their property. Invading their property and taking over. So, hey, Doug, uses for juniper, what we call cedar, is invasive that farmers can get paid to remove. Any beneficial medicinal uses? Yeah, Doug, check out Foraging Texas. Let me just pop it over here. I'm not going to share this with you, but I'm going to read the cedar page. All right, here we go. Come on, you. All right, medicinal summary for cedar. Inner wood soothes skin inflammations, kills scabies. Leaves soothe respiratory and gastrointestinal inflammations, soothes indigestion. It's a diuretic, relieves bloating, soothes painful menstruation, eases chronic rheumatism, antibacterial, and antifungal. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of uses. And then also, if you go farther down the page, it gives my recipe for making the cedar infused apple cider vinegar, which is awesome. Awesome. Very good. Actually, yeah, he's really good. He wants me to have 3 bullet points that I can talk about on each of these podcasts that just makes people go, yeah, okay, I get it. And so, yeah, that's one of the things. But, okay, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very protective of his time. He may be willing to do it. And he's a big outdoorsman, hunter, fisher, all that sort of thing. Kind of he's big into the whole caveman lifestyle. So, that's probably the route to go. But let me put out some feelers, Nick, and see if he'd be interested. Yeah, I want a video on juniper. That's an idea. Maybe I could do that. Actually, yeah, you know what, Gary? That's great because let's see. Tomorrow night is episode 91, and I'll be having Leslie and John Chapman on, the authors of the new children's book series. But yeah, I'm still looking for some ideas for the later ones. So that's a possibility. I could probably do a whole hour on cedar. Hey, Julie. Good morning. Yeah, Jennifer. Cat Springs Yopon taught me that Yopon wasn't as aggressive when we had deep-rooted prairie grasses. Yep, that is true. Yopons are everywhere around me. The big thicket got its name from the Yopons being so thick. I can believe it. Here we go. Yep. If it interferes with agricultural process, government will classify it as invasive. Interesting. Oh, cool, Nicole. Herbal remedies saved my life. So glad I found you. Now to learn what they look like in real life, foragingtexas.com. Check it out. But yeah, there's a lot of power. Like I think I've said it before. I get a lot of hate mail, and nasty comments and stuff whenever I talk about plant medicine, because there are people out there who don't think plants have any medicinal properties. And so as they sit there drinking their coffee, railing at me that I'm a charlatan and all this sort of thing, because their plants have no, that's just placebo effect as they drink their coffee. Caffeine, hello, caffeine is a plant molecule. I like it. So some people in the world think, caffeine and aspirin. Remember, aspirin came from willow trees. Are like the only two plant bioactive molecules out there. It's depressing. So when is the government and ag schools going to get on board with regenerative agriculture and permaculture? When we have robots that can harvest multi-crop intermingled crops. One of the big problems, like the whole commercial, I won't say a problem, but one of the things that allowed commercial agricultural, to develop the monoculture crops is the development of equipment that could then harvest the crops rather than relying on people. And when you have all the same crop all growing together, it's easier to make a machine that can then go through and pick out the specific part. But if you have all sorts of, like, with permaculture, you are making, an ecosystem of plants all mixed together, like a woods. And so a machine can't go through and pick just the one part. So if you want to feed, whatever, 365 million people or whatever in the United States and 12 billion people in the world, permaculture is going to be difficult unless we spend a lot more time. We put people to work harvesting rather than whatever they're doing for their job now. Carol, start with peppermint and then lavender, some rosemary, avoid caffeine. Hey, TJ. I'm growing Galilee spinach, Broomsdale longstanding spinach, and Monasterio de something French here in Waxahachie, Florida, and they're easy to grow. Cool. Love me the spinaches. Yeah, my doctor not fond of you, but I don't pay much attention to her. Thank you, Henry. Oh man, I'm actually a little amazed with the way like YouTube and Facebook and all that has been cracking down on any non-pharmaceutical powered healthcare things that I'm even still allowed on Facebook and YouTube. I have 2 cedars, yay, and many willows. Oh, love me willow trees. Love me willow trees. Good stuff. I was amazed and aghast to see Yopon in nurseries. Don't be aghast. I mean, because like I said, they are native. They belong here. And they are absolutely fantastic food for the birds. The berries, the birds love the Yopon holly berries. Gary, what? Tea isn't from plants? Yeah, apparently tea comes from an aluminum can and can also be used as a weapon. Wow. Okay, one of my coworkers mentioned silverleaf nightshade, but I couldn't find it on the foraging site. Does it have a different name? So no, silverleaf nightshade, it's not on the foraging Texas site because it's very poisonous. If you go up to the search box, I'm trying to think if I mention, let's look. I think I might mention it as a mimic. Something, yeah, but silverleaf nightshade. Silverleaf. Yeah, so if you go to the Lamb's Quarter post, Kimberlyn, on Foraging Texas, go to the Lamb's Quarter post, and you will see silverleaf nightshade talked about there as a dangerous poisonous mimic to the Lamb's Quarter. I'm kind of curious as to what your coworker was doing with it. Hey, Kaylin, can we refer to the people that send you hate mail zombie bait? No, they're just misguided. Yeah, what about sugar? Yeah, sugar, ain't that from plants? I guess sugar isn't medicinal. It's, glucose, which is vital for the body, but so be it. Well, yeah, I mean, it boggles my mind. Mm-hmm. Yep, Roxana, I'm confused at folks who deny plant medicine. What do they eat? Our fruits and vegetables are filled with vitamins and beneficial things to us. Twinkies, Twizzlers, things like that. Oh, cool, Mandy. I'm always finding and learning new things because of Foraging Texas. And yeah, so like I said, there's 8 episodes after this week. I think there'll be 8 episodes of Merriweather's World, and then it'll end because I need that time to focus on revamping the Foraging Texas website. I got some really cool things in the works for it. It's about 80% done, the new improved website, but there's some key things that I still need to do that take a lot of work to do, and I just haven't had time. Plus, I mentioned I got like another 50 or 100 plants to add and a lot of stuff like that. Okay, cool. Nicole, what are your recommendations for getting started learning about native plants? I'm in San Antonio. Step 1, join the Native Plants Society. There should be a San Antonio chapter. So the Native Plant Society of Texas, San Antonio chapter. Check out the San Antonio Botanical Gardens. And then on April 10th, I will be up at the San Antonio Botanical Gardens teaching a foraging class. So check that out. But yeah, and then there are different books. Oh man, this puts me in a hard spot. So, okay, not against you, but against Amazon. Like I said, I've been trying to divest myself of Amazon. And so my Amazon store is still there with all the recommended books. And there's a section on Texas books or Texas plant books. But I just don't want to give Amazon money anymore. So I need to recreate that and put the links directly to Texas A&M. Anyway, Native Plant Society of Texas, San Antonio chapter, San Antonio Botanical Gardens. I would even look into the Herb Society San Antonio chapter. They're not quite on top of things, but they're pretty good. A lot of herbs actually came from Europe and Africa and China and everything like that. But yeah, then get some some like tree identification books. The Trees of Texas by Carmen Stahl is really good, and identify the trees around you and then figure out which ones are native and which ones aren't. Like the cypress are native, the live oak are native, things like that. And then do the bushes, and then the vines, and then the wildflowers, and then the weeds, and then the mushrooms. And once you've learned how to identify trees and bushes, it becomes a lot easier to identify the smaller things. Yep. Well, and I tell people, think about it. So the pharmaceutical industry, it was created to serve the masses. It's a lot easier to go into a lab and build one specific molecule and make that into a pill than to grow, harvest, dry, extract, blend, encapsulate, tea, tincture, whatever, a bunch of plants for the masses. So I joke, the pharmaceutical industry is for the masses. The herbs are for the elite because they can afford to have the time and the space to make their own. Yep, Jennifer, Yopon is way better than invasive privet. That is true. Whoop. It is time. Speaking. Okay. All right. It is time for the group take, since we're talking about this thing. So, the liver pill, mixture of burdock root, milk thistle, and flaxseed with a little bit of rosemary antioxidant to keep your liver functioning at the full power. Remember, the liver is your waste disposal unit. It is cleaning up the toxins from your body. I feel like I've really fallen into lecture mode this morning. Oh well, so be it. Okay. A super glue stick as in I poured it all night long. As in it poured all night long and flooded outside. Will the sew stick to the shoe now that the super glue is on? Okay, so super glue. It depends on what the materials. What's the matter? It depends on what the materials are. With rain boots, rubber super glue is only somewhat effective. For rubber type stuff, there's a thing called shoe goo that works even better than super glue. But yeah, super glue, if it hasn't bonded in like a minute, it's not going to bond. The question is, how strong is that bond? All right. You are correct. Opium and morphine and all those are derived from plants. The brain pill. Lion's mane, mushroom, sage, and ginkgo leaf. You guys are probably getting sick of watching me, smell my compounds before eating them. Oh well. Okay, actually, let me talk about this, Doug. After okay, Doug is saying, yeah, if herbal medicines don't work, why do doctors warn you not to take specific herbal supplements with specific synthetic medicines? That's a great point. Because yeah, I mean, it's showing that the herbs have some effect on the body, and that effect can actually counteract the effects of the medicine. Like there are certain diuretics that, since you are peeing more, if you're on lithium for bipolar type issues, you're getting rid of the lithium more quickly, so it can cause problems. And grapefruit can interfere with the absorption of all sorts of different drugs. But yeah, good point, good argument. I'm going to steal that one, Doug. Hmm. All right. And of course, the immune pill. So elderberry, echinacea, cordyceps mushroom, heals all, aka self-heal, aka prunella vulgaris, and vitamin C. And I'll be talking a lot about these herbs in the presentation tonight. Let's see. Okay, there's a conversation going on that I'm missing, but that's okay. Okay, here's another for San Antonio. Vegged Out Urban Farms in San Antonio is owned by Cohen Stokes. He is a horticulturist that helped develop the last section of the botanical gardens. Cool. Wealth of knowledge in San Antonio. So it sounds like checking out Vegged Out Urban Farms could be a good way of learning about the plants. Hmm. All right. And don't forget the libido pill. And like I said, the bottle's empty, and I've been told just to chill out for a while. Bummer. But yep. And then, of course, the blood pressure pill. Like I said, I can't take the blood pressure pill because if I do, I will never be able to stand up because my blood pressure will drop to the point where I will just fall over, which is kind of entertaining for those around me if they're not crushed by the falling giant, but not so good for me. Let's see. So I have a new definition of too cold. It started spitting snow. The truck is running and snowflakes are not melting. Yee. Yep. Hey, Cheryl. Do you ever work with Easy Herbs in Austin? No, I have not. I have not. Hey, good morning, Bonnie. Hey, Tracy. Good morning. How are the teenagers? April, get thee to thy coffee. Coffee. Okay. I need the coffee. That's just I'm looking forward to this weekend. Oh, Tina isn't here. I haven't seen Tina. I need to talk to Tina. But I have to give Tina some bad news. So I was supposed to have a private foraging class this weekend. Some people were offered me a lot of money to come out and teach them foraging, and then they canceled. So, which is actually kind of a relief to me because I need the time to work on the Medicine Man website and all that. But originally, when they canceled, I was thinking I can do some pig hunting, but nah, I don't have time. Whew. Chirpy has moved on. Where's Chirpy? Oh, there's Chirpy. Hey, Chirpy. Chirpy's back. I think Chirpy got tired. Oh, and if we can see Chirpy. Probably not. Is... Oh, wait, no. Is up here somewhere. All right. A town with lithium in the water could be interesting. Of course, since I'm not, I'm just staying home working on stuff. I'm going to smoke some more pork. Pretty excited about that. I understand now why smoking is so addicting because it tastes so good. And in this case, again, we're talking about smoked meats, not cigarettes. But yeah. Oh, good question. I'm going to eat so much food. How soon after a root canal, temporary crown, or at least pull can I eat food? I'm planning on Thanksgiving level feast. Good question, Nicole. I don't know. I'm trying to think. So, Miniweather just had 4 wisdom teeth extracted. And yeah, she was on soft foods for 4 days. I think so. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Hey, Donna, my coffee is finally brewing. I woke up late. My traveling kids that haven't been home in over a year came in yesterday afternoon. Late night talking and eating. So much fun. Awesome. 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 Oh, Tracy, teenagers are having a competition who can fall down more, but praise the Lord, they've gotten back up. Thank you, Lord, for turmeric. They can't take the NSAIDs, so thank you for asking. Yeah, well, I'm not exactly in the same boat as you because, my teenagers are 1,000 miles away. Hi, Dad. Oh, bye, Dad. You're my teenager. The people I worry about, family members and so forth. But, yep. Next Tuesday. If you're cooking, I'm coming, Nicole. Let's see. What am I doing next Tuesday? I'm recording some podcasts. That's the main thing. Tuesday is kind of my work at home day. Whoa, 7:59. Went by fast. trying to gather the energy I need. Like everyone else here, man. We're just struggling to get through. Like I've said before, if you look at me and think, wow, he has it all together, I am so envious of him. Don't be, because I am holding on by my fingernails. All right, 8 a.m. Time for me to get to work. Love you all. Mom, Dad, love you. Hope you had hash browns. Wolf, hope you get feeling back in your toes. Nicole, and hope the tooth, something comes up with the tooth soon. And the rest of you, love you all. See you hopefully see you tonight at the Herb Society presentation. Like I said, jump over to Foraging Texas. Upcoming classes right under the video, the January 20th. I think they have spots for 200 attendees. So we'll see what happens there. It'd be awesome if we could fill that up. But again, take care. See you tonight. See you tomorrow. See you the next day. Bye-bye.